Good afternoon, everyone, and Happy New Year to everyone. Big 2019 here, bringing in the new year right with a in-the-day playlist recap. This is TC with $1stockpicks.com. I'm a technical analyst, so we're going to go over some charts and outline a few price points where there may be support and resistance in the chart based on the previous price action, and so we'll go from there. Okay, so the 4 picks that we put out at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time are right here. The ones that we called yesterday that are going to be out for the second are right here. So we're going to go over chart analysis on both. First one is Gsat. This one had an awesome day. Daily chart suggests a short-term move up to about 55 to 60 based on the wick and the move above this 100% retracement line, previous high. You can see we had an awesome day. We had 23.54% move just on the day's action. We alerted it at 0.52 cents. Goal 3% goal was only 2 cents more at 54. We had a high of the day at 64, giving us a potential gain of 23.02%. If we switch over to the 5-minute chart, you can see where the action is. We had a nice steady uptrend out of the open, slight dip, but staying above the 5-day moving average on the 5-minute chart. So staying on that every 5 tick, it was above the average. You can see we came up, found some resistance there at 60 cents, and we pushed through at the end of the day to about 64 is what we called it. And even into the after hours, we hit as high as 66 cents per share on that. So great trade there. Good job trading that one if you were in it. We shoot for the 3% goal, but if you were able to capture 20% or even 15% on that move, my hat's off to you. All right, moving on to the next one. PXS, the shipper. Okay, on the daily chart, suggests a short-term move up to about 113, which is the next retracement line or the 20-day moving average, based on the price movement on the daily chart. The moving day average, the 20-day moved down to about 110, so it did come up and touch that, found some resistance, but came down and found some support at 94 cents. So this was alerted at 105. The goal 3% was 108. Our high of the day was 110. Like I said, it came up, tapped it, and went back down for a close, giving us a potential gain of 4.76%. Another good trade above our 3% goal, so good job on that. If we look at the 5-minute chart, we can check out where the price action was. On this one, it was right within the first 20 minutes of trading, 15-20 minutes into trading, came up and hit a high of 110. But before that, it had a little bit of a dip. It didn't dip below the support that I was talking about, but it went up, hit that, and then came down. And every time it came down to close to the 94 cent mark, it went back up. And it will be interesting to see what it does tomorrow on the 2nd of January. Okay, moving on to the next one, AWSM. Okay, on the daily chart analysis suggests a short-term move up to about 227 per share, based on this little wick that we had that went up two retracement levels. Okay, so found some support here at the 20-day moving average, made a move. We'll switch to the 5-minute chart, but real quick, we alerted this at 205. 3% goal was 211. We hit a high of 233, so potential gain overall of 13.66% from where it was alerted. On a 5-minute chart, you can see within the hour of trading, we went up and hit that retracement level, finding some resistance there. And as you can see, even that 5-minute candle closed below that retracement level. And then the next one barely pierced it and came back down. So keep an eye on these charts and these price points, because I don't draw these lines for my health. I do it to help you guys out. So like I said, even at 10 o'clock, you could have got in this at about 175, where there's some support there, and then it just moved its way up, got more volume here at 1020 and 1025, and it went up to the high of the day. So great job trading that one. If we switch back to the daily again, you'll see there's a wick there. If you're still in this one, there's potential to go back up and see if it will go a third time. But keep an eye on it, and if you're in a little later than that, 3% is going to be 5 to 6 cents on that for a 3% move. All right, moving on to ANY, A-N-Y. Okay, doing the recap for this one. The daily chart suggests a short-term move up to about the 20-day moving average, or the 364 level. Okay, so this one didn't quite have the volume that it needed to get that kind of price action like the previous 2 days. So we only traded about 460,000 shares today, or that day. So we'll check out the price action on the 5-minute chart, but before I do that, ANY was alerted at 323. High of the day was 10 cents more at 333. And the high of the day was 340. So given a potential gain of 5.26%. 5.26%. So good trade in that one. On the 5-minute chart, it looks like it opened up in the first 5 minutes of trading and gave us a big red candle, hitting the high of the day at the open. Had us another opportunity to buy up if you wanted to buy on the dip and get another 3 to 6% just based on the move throughout the day up to 329. So good job trading that one. Like I said before, and I can't stress it enough, you'll see a lot of your price action within the first 30 minutes to an hour. So you want to keep an eye on it and find out what you want to do. So, all right, moving into yesterday's picks for the 2nd of January. We had the first one, WFT, had an awesome day, coming in at 38% just on the day's action. We went ahead and alerted this one based on it hitting the scanner. And based off the retracement lines, we said that daily chart suggests a short-term move up to 60 cents to the 68. So on this one, you can see there's quite an increase of volume each day. And 1 second. But this one was alerted at 54 cents. So being under $1, you would need 2 cents to go up and hit the 3% goal. However, based on this chart and with the previous volume, we believe that it would go up to about 67 cents per share to the next retracement level based on this trend right here as it curves up. All right, so let's move on to CREG. Okay, on a daily chart, let's see, we had this big long wick here that went through several retracement levels. We have the 20-day moving average at 87 cents per share. It's closed down below the 75. So what we're looking at is a move up to 81. So a daily chart suggests a short-term move up to about 81 cents. We could get more depending on the volume. On this day, we traded 2.6 million shares. So good day. Overall, up 10% for the day. Tomorrow, we could see another move up, finding support at the 5-day moving average. So we're looking good on this. We have a potential move of up to even 87 cents based on this 20-day moving average too. So keep an eye on this one tomorrow. We'll see how it plays out. All right, moving on to the next one, BTE. This one has hit a bottom at about 137, has had a few green candlesticks based on this retracement line that I drew, measuring the moves. Daily chart suggests a short-term move up to 181. That will give us our 3%. Yep, at 181. So we're good to go on that one. Not more to say on this one other than it's finding support at the 20-day moving average at 170. So if we do have a little bit of a dip at open, it would dip to about the 170 in my opinion, or the 173, and then head upwards north. So based on volume and market conditions, of course. All right, moving on to the last one, SUP. This one's had a huge decline from about $22 down to about the $4 range. Picked this one up on the scanner with our first green candlestick. About 661,000 shares traded on this $4 stock. It's finding some support here at the 5-day moving average. It's going through that a little bit, and it's above our first retracement level. The daily chart suggests a short-term move up to about the $5 mark. To get your 3%, it would be 501. So keep an eye on this one. Looks like we have the potential with the right kind of volume and interest in this stock. We have our 20-day moving average up at 579. So a nice swing would take it up there, potentially next week. But for the interest of trading the day before and then getting out the next day, we would only see probably 495 or 513 tomorrow. So keep an eye on that one. And again, that's TC here with $1stockpicks.com. Thank you for joining me. Actually, I forgot about the bonus since this is the new year. I saved a bonus for you guys. So let's take a look at this baby. This is PTIE, PTIE. This one we saw at about 83 cents. So under $1, so about 2 to 3 cent move will give you your 3%. It closed just under 86 cents per share, the first retracement level, coming off the bottom here at 76. I wanted to include this in the end of day plays, so it's under the bonus section of the thing, finding some support here at the 5-day moving average and potential to go up and hit the 20-day here at about 99 cents per share at that next retracement level. So keep an eye on this one. We've generally been averaging somewhere between 7 to 9% overall on our end-of-day picks. So just want to throw that out there. Also on this one, I failed to mention 11.68% average if you were to buy all 4 picks, and then average out the gains on the potential gain would be 11.68%, which is great. We're getting higher averages now, over 10%, which has been great. But I just want to put that out there. Keep an eye on it and follow the trend. Again, this is TC with $1stockpicks.com. Thanks for joining me.